Welcome to JT in the Raw, coming to you live from New York City. Yep, good morning everybody in Australia, good evening everybody in the US. Hope you guys are doing great and welcome to the show. Today's show, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I've been up to while I've been here in New York, and I want to talk to you also about setting up some BHAGs. What the hell is a BHAG? Well, I'll tell you a little bit later as we go. You probably didn't really tune in, though, to listen to me this morning. Morning, Eugene. You probably tuned in to check out where I am. So let me just turn the camera around. I've done that. There you go. There you go, Sylvia. There you go, Eugene. That's it. How's that? We are in Times Square, everybody. It is freezing cold. It is windy. It's been raining the last few days here in New York, and it's incredible. So behind me, there we go. Back to me. So I just thought I'd share with you why I'm here and what's happening. So I've been over here for the Rex Roundtable's International Chair Meeting. So, as many of you know, thanks Sylvia, wearing shorts today. Yeah, it's not shorts weather here in New York, that's for sure. So, twice a year, all the Rex Roundtable members, which is in Australia, the Industry Leaders Roundtable, we come together and we talk about the fitness industry, we talk about trends, we talk about what's happening in the industry, and we also learn to be better facilitators of our groups. It's a really powerful meeting, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a moment. New York, well, New York's a really interesting place. You know, it's a place where fashion sits, putting on the Ritz. It's a place where it never sleeps. There's so much looking around, so much colour, so much vibrance, and so many shows that you can see while you're here. So it's a Broadway spectacular. When I first came to New York 25 years ago, you'd walk outside of the hotel room and you'd look to your left and you'd see, I'm going to say, Starbucks within 20 to 30 metres of you, and within eyesight you might see 3 or 4 Starbucks. And when you turned around and you face the other way, you'd see just as many Starbucks all within eyesight. These days, when you walk outside your hotel room, you look to the left and you see some sort of fitness boutique, and you look to the right and you see another fitness boutique. Yesterday morning, I had a workout at my favourite gym here in New York called the Fitting Room. It's awesome, and we were walking home, and as we walked out of the studio, we walked past Soul Cycle, a yoga studio, a big box club, and an indoor boot camp place, all within 100 yards of each other. So New York City is a microcosm of the fitness industry. Every possible thing is here. In fact, today I had a workout at a place called Con Body, and I met the owner there, who was Cos. Cos spent 6 years in jail as a drug dealer, I believe, and while he was there, he put on weight and he was told that he would die if he didn't lose weight. So he started working out in his 6x8 cell and designed these workouts, and he's now opened a gym. So this morning's workout was a workout you would do in a 6x8 prison cell. I have never worked so hard in my life. I was completely broken. Completely broken. But that's the sort of place here. You can make money out of anything in New York. It's just an amazing, amazing experience. Hey, I've got to turn the camera around from. Look at this. Look at this just here. Times Square. Only in Times Square would there be a bride with a top like that when it's about 4 degrees Celsius here. Unbelievable. A phenomenal experience going to this studio, but there are studios everywhere. There are fitness things. It's a land of opportunity, if you will. So it was an amazing experience. Tomorrow I'm off to do a spin class in an IMAX theatre. So the big camera, big screen, IMAX. Can you imagine that, spin class? So that's going to be pretty phenomenal. So that's about it. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Got another day of work tomorrow. And then I head to LA, a couple of gym workouts there, and I'm running a half marathon there on Sunday. So that's kind of what I'm up to. And what else can I tell you is what have we been working on? Good morning, Chantel. Morning, Scotty Gresham. Morning, Kim. So what we've been working on over the last couple of days has been really focusing in business about three agendas in business. And the first agenda is operational. And 9 out of 10 business people love to operate in that operation area. Unfortunately, operations, oh, here's a better shot of the bride. There you go. She's getting her photos taken. How about that? Only in New York City, hey? Morning, Steve Anchors. So yeah, generally in business, we operate in three agendas. The first agenda is operations. The second agenda is how we get better. And the third agenda is how we make ourselves better through our entrepreneurial skills. And when we're in agendas 2 and 3, we really have to think. But in agenda 1, it's a nice, safe place to be. And what we talked about at the roundtable meeting is that generally in business, everything that's on top of the table, for a want of a metaphor, is everything on agenda 1. It's safe, it's secure, we can have a good conversation about it. But once we get under the table, that's where all the shit is. That's where all the crap is. That's all the stuff that we don't actually want to acknowledge. But that's the stuff that erodes the credibility of the business. It erodes the strength of the business. And that's what we've focused on over the last couple of days, is how do we work with our round tables to get under the table and see all that stuff, bring that stuff out, and have enough courage, have enough damn courage to attack that stuff under the table. When we can do that, then we've got a flourishing business. So guys that are watching today that are on my round tables back in Australia, that's what we're going to be working on. That's over 2017. We're really going to be working on getting that stuff under the table, on top of the table, so it doesn't erode our culture. Morning, Vicky Malmberg. Hi, Matty Fletcher. Hi, Nate Barrows. How you going, mate? How's the hospital? Hope your knee's getting better. So that was pretty cool. That was some really interesting stuff. Last week, remember on the show, we talked about having a high-end product, having a product that we could charge, 20, 30, 40% more on what we currently charge, and would people pay for it? If you missed last week's show, just put 22 in the notes below, and I'll send you the link to the show. So today we heard about SoulCycle. I've talked about SoulCycle a bit. SoulCycle Union Square has a profit of 48%. They sell bikes or sell memberships for $70 a spin class, which means you can pick what bike you want to ride in the spin room. $70. Now, if you imagine they've got 45 bikes, and of that 45 bikes, 20 people are paying $70 for that class, there is massive profit margin in that. But that just shows that there are people prepared to pay that amount of money for our product if we were prepared to ask for it. Fascinating. Really interesting stuff that I've been learning while I'm here. Okay. I just kind of want to finish today, and I know today's kind of a bit of a quick one, is to really set some of you a real challenge. And that is, I want to talk about BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. Some people might be watching this today going, wow, I want to have my BHAGs to get to New York City. That could well be your BHAG. But let me tell you, the term BHAG comes from the book Good to Great, which was written by Jim Collins. And in that book, Jim Collins talks about the people who were running Starbucks. And they popped along to Jim Collins and they said to him, oh, we have a BHAG. Our BHAG is to have 2,000 Starbucks stores by the year 2000. And this is at the beginning of 1999. And Jim Collins said to them, okay, well, how likely would you be to get to that achievement? And they said, oh, pretty good. We should actually hit it in the first quarter of the year 2000. And Jim Collins said to them, hey, guys, you don't have an S-Bug. You don't have a BHAG. You have an S-Bug, a small, bald, unaudacious goal. Go away and come back with a BHAG. So they went away and they came back and they said, okay, we now have a new BHAG, and that is to have the most recognised brand in the world, a position currently held by Coca-Cola. Now, that's a BHAG. That's a right out there BHAG. That's something that might take you 15 or 20 years to achieve. Now, some of you guys may not even be thinking 15 or 20 years down the track. What I want you to be thinking is maybe 2 years. What would your business look like in 2 years down the track? What is your BHAG? What is the big, hairy, audacious goal that you have in your business? Again, you guys who are on Round Table, this is what we're going to be working on over the next few months. We're going to be working on, first of all, ascertaining what that BHAG is, and then working out a strategy to achieve it. What I want you to do tonight, this morning, or even this afternoon, is a little task for me. I want you to put your hand up against the wall and I want you to reach as far as you possibly can. I want you to reach up as high as you possibly can. And then I want you to take your hand down and I want you to reach up again, and this time I want you to stretch a little bit further. Just a little bit further. Come on, you can do it just a little bit further. And I guarantee you did. I guarantee you probably went a centimetre to half an inch further on that second reach. Why? Because I stretched you. And that's what we have to do in business. We have to stretch ourselves. So I reckon in business we need 3 goals. We need what we call our bare ass minimum goal, our BAM goal. And that's the goal that helps us just break even. Maybe make 10% profit, maybe 5% profit. But that's our bottom level goal. Then we have our stretch goal, and then we have our BHAG, that big, hairy, audacious goal. So that's what I want you to start to think about. I want you to think about what is your big, hairy, audacious goal over the next year, maybe even the next 2 years. I think that's a really important component to running a successful business, whether that be a fitness business or whether that be a real estate business, whether that be a physio business, whatever it may be. Morning, Simo. How are you, mate? So that's the challenge that I'm setting you. Okay, next week is week 5 of the hashtag Refill Your Cup challenge. Do you remember what that is? That's where we're spending 15 minutes at the end of the day and we're doing some self-reflection. We're looking to see how we can improve by refilling our own cup, boosting our own energy. What are we grateful for? Who do we appreciate? What did we do today that we felt really good about? If you've missed any of that, just pop down in the comments below, Refill Your Cup challenge, and I'll send you the link to explain what you need to do in order to join this challenge. It's free of charge. It costs you nothing. And I reckon at the end of the 15 minutes, you do that for the next 6 or 7 weeks, you will feel magnificent. Okay, do you guys want one more look at Times Square? Give me a thumbs up if you want to have one more look around Times Square right now. Go, hit the thumbs up. Here we go. There we go. There it is. If you look very, very closely down the far end, just above that flag, that's where the ball drops on New Year's Eve. There you go. Look at that. How cool. I had to come to Times Square, A, to show you guys, but also because it's so light. It's like it's daylight up here. There you go. Where am I heading to next? Just down there, that's the M&M store. So I'm just going to head to the M&M store, pick up a little gift there for someone special. Zoe. Morning, Casey. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in to JT in the Raw. If you've enjoyed the show, please share it. Maybe you want to share this goal-setting idea with some of your team. I really appreciate it if you did. Okay, quote of the week. Quote of the week. Here it is. Working on Agenda 1 is easy. Agenda 2 and Agenda 3, you need to think. More difficult, but you need to think. Okay, guys, have an awesome weekend. I'll catch you guys next week. I'll be back in Sydney, so I'll catch you then. Hey, Alan Leach. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Say goodbye to New York City, and I'll look. There it is, Times Square. Have an awesome day. See you guys in Australia. See you guys in the rest of the world. Catch you next week for JT in the Raw, show 24.